Thank you, Neil. Here's what's happening in the region. The Telecommunications Services of Trinidad and Tobago on Wednesday fired 51 more employees. In a statement, the company said it completed its staff rationalization exercise, with the non-unionized employees being served retrenchment notices. In addition, the company, through an out-of-court settlement, facilitated the resignations of 77 employees. The reduction in staff will result in savings of approximately 270 million TT dollars annually, bringing the telecommunications company in line with the industry benchmark for employee costs, which is 15% of revenue. In keeping with its strategic mandate, the company said it also envisages no salary increases for the outstanding periods 2014 to 2018. Police investigating a deadly shooting in a cathedral in the Brazilian city of Campinas have identified the gunman. Euler Fernando Grandolfo opened fire in the Metropolitan Cathedral after midday mass on Tuesday. 4 people were killed and 4 more injured before the 49-year-old turned the gun on himself after being shot by police. Officers said the systems analyst had no criminal record and no motive except for his own madness. The BBC reported that while gun crime is common in Brazil, shootings of this nature, and especially in a place of worship, are not. President-elect Jair Bolsonaro described the shooting as a barbaric crime on Twitter, and the mayor of Campinas has declared 3 days of official mourning. Opposition members of parliament in Jamaica have voted to end the states of emergency introduced by the government since January 2017 to curtail crime and violence across Jamaica. After a lengthy debate, the full complement of 33 ruling Jamaica Labour Party parliamentarians voted to extend the measure by another 3 months, but the 20 opposition parliamentarians present voted against an extension. The government needed a 2/3 majority for the 63 parliamentarians to make the crime-fighting measure remain constitutionally legal. The Observer reported that Prime Minister Andrew Holness, in a very emotional address, pleaded with the opposition to give the states of emergency more time, noting a 20% reduction in murders listed island-wide and over 70% in Montego Bay among the results. But opposition leader Dr. Peter Phillips said that the country did not need a state of emergency to be safe. Internationally, Michael Cohen, the former lawyer for President Donald Trump, was sentenced to 3 years in prison on Wednesday morning for his role in a hush money scandal that could threaten Mr. Trump's presidency by implicating him in a scheme to buy the silence of 2 women who said they had affairs with him. The sentencing capped a startling fall for Mr. Cohen, age 52, who had once hoped to work by Mr. Trump's side in the White House, but ended up a central figure in the inquiry into payments to a porn star and a former Playboy model before the 2016 election. Federal agents raided Mr. Cohen's office and home in April, and he later turned on Mr. Trump, making the remarkable admission in court that Mr. Trump had directed him to arrange the payments. A 7-year-old Indian girl went to the police after her father broke his promise to build her a toilet. Hanifa Zara told the police in a letter that her father had cheated her and should therefore be arrested. She said that she was ashamed to defecate outside. Many Indians do not have access to toilets, and nearly 500 million defecate in the open, according to UNICEF. The BBC reported that Hanifa, who lives with her parents in Ambor, which is a town in the southern state of Tamil Nadu, had never had a toilet in her house. Because of her letter, district officials now plan to raise money to build more than 500 toilets in Hanifa's neighborhood. And that brings us to the end of regional and international headlines. Back to you, Neil.